Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to my channel. My name is Ola Additional, and this afternoon I bring us a very interesting DIY video. I am going to be sharing with us this afternoon how to do a basic hair detangle spray. And I hope that this is something that we would benefit from. I encourage you to please try and replicate this video. You can add some other things if you want to, and share with me when you use it on your hair. Share with me your success story, what you think, how well you think it worked for your hair. And if this is your first time that you're watching me, I am a New York State licensed cosmetologist. I am a student with a great school in London, learning how to use herbs to formulate skin problems. So right now, I use herbs to create to minimize skin problems and hair problems. So, and I use all things natural, and all things natural happens to be the name of my company. So I am going to try to jump right into it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this video. Um, it is very important that you subscribe so that you can, when I make new videos, you can have the opportunity to see it and to learn. So, and this is a very basic hair detangle that anybody can do at home. I am putting out this video here today because I know that so many people struggle with frizzy and dry hair and kinky hair, which is a beautiful hair. And so many people have been telling me how difficult it is to actually manage their hair. And what I tell people is that all you need to do is just some basic research. As, as long as you do some basic research, managing your fussy hair would be a very simple ordeal that you or anybody can cross. So this afternoon I'm going to be using five ingredients, five very simple ingredients. Number one is distilled water. Distilled water is somewhere here. Distilled water, not just ordinary water. Distilled water. That's our number one ingredient. Number two is aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice. That's our number two ingredient. Number three is my glycerin. Number four is my bamboo extract. And number five is my preservative. So before I start formulating, I just want to put this out there. Anytime you decide to formulate a product, what is most important, number one, is that you research the product that you want to work on. Today I am working on five ingredients. um, I have researched on all of those five ingredients, and I know what the benefits are to detangling hair. So that's the first thing you want to do, is research. Number two is, when you research, you need to be able to figure out in your research the percentage of usage, that the recommended usage level of whatever product that you're using. For example, my bamboo extract says that a typical use level is between 5 and 10%. So they already gave you a recommended usage. And what most of us do is like, oh, how can the company just say 5 to 10%? It's not really going to work. I'm going to go ahead and use 15%. Your formula is not going to be accurate. If it says 5 to 10%, you stay within 5 to 10%. Don't go and use 15%. So that is the other thing, that's number two that you need to learn. Number three that I will also want to put out here, and that is very important, is that any product that contains water must have a preservative. The only thing that I don't put a preservative in is in anything that I make that is mainly oil. If it's all oil, I don't need a preservative. I put vitamin E because vitamin E will help to slow down the rancidity of the oil. So whatever contains water, whatever that you're doing that contains water, has to be properly preserved. So I have measured out all of these products that I just showed to us now. For the sake of keeping this video very short, everything is measured out. At the end of this video, I am going to put a link in to where I bought all of these products so that we can go ahead and buy them and practice them at home. I also have here my formulation notebook. This is the first thing that I do before I even start formulating. After my research, I go in my formulation notebook, write down everything that I want to use, and write them out in percentage and in grams. Some people prefer to work in ounces. That is fine. I have sometimes in the past worked in ounces, but with my measurements, I realized that it is um, safer for me to work in grams, so I choose to work in grams. So this book contains the list of my ingredients, my formula, and my grams. With whatever product or ingredient or whatever it is product that you're making, whatever do-it-yourself method that you're making for skin, for hair at home, you always have to come to a percentage of 100%. If it is 99.5, it is inaccurate. If it is 100.5, it is accurate. Whatever formula that you're putting down has to be 100%. If it is not 100%, your formulation is faulty. So today I am working in grams and I am making about 170 grams, which would be about 6 ounces. So I have broken down all of the five ingredients into formula, into percentage, and into grams. And my formula totals 100%, and my gram totals 170 grams, which is 6 ounces. So that is very, very important. I have my like my mannequin hair here that for demonstration purposes that I'm just going to show to you to see how the detangle spray works. So what is the benefit of a detangle spray? A detangle spray just helps, like it suggests, helps to detangle your hair. For those of us that suffer from frizzy hair, dry hair, kinky, fussy hair, you need a detangle spray to help to manage your hair. I have often heard people complain that they don't know how to manage their fussy hair. You do not know how to manage it because you have not researched on how to do it. Research is very important. Your fussy hair needs a detangle spray. It needs a proper shampoo. It needs a good conditioner, probably a deep conditioner. It needs an hot oil treatment. Those are like basic hair routines that makes a difference in your hair. So I am going to jump right into it. Don't forget to try this at home. Don't forget to comment, like. Most importantly, I need you to subscribe to this channel. So this is how it goes. I'm going to try to put aside all of the stuff that I used already. Right here I have a glass beaker. I have a rod stirrer, and this is my distilled water that is measured out. Why are we using distilled water? We're using distilled water because distilled water has gone through the process of distillation, which simply means that the viruses, the chemicals, the heavy metals, and all of that has been stripped off of that water. And what we have now is an all natural healthy water. That is why we are using distilled water. Ordinary water would not cut it because it has not been filtered. It still contains some bacteria and some viruses. So it is advisable to use distilled water. We're using vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin, please pay attention, is what we are using. We're using glycerin because glycerin is a powerful humectant. And humectant pulls moisture. It attracts moisture to itself. Glycerin kind of detangles your hair. It gives your hair that glide, that slip it gives to your hair. And we have bamboo extract here. Bamboo extract is an extract that is obtained from bamboo. It helps to hydrate your hair. It helps to strengthen your hair follicles, and it most importantly helps to soften your hair. So this is a good detangler. And then aloe vera juice. We all know the benefits of aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice you can use to is good for irritation, for inflammation, for sunburn. It helps to strengthen your hair. It helps your hair to grow. It helps your hair to shine. It also detangles your hair. Those are the main, the four ingredients. And lastly, my number 5 ingredient is my preservative. Like I said earlier, anything that has water, anything that contains water needs to be properly preserved. This is my preservative. It is called Yogurt Ultra, and is a natural preservative that would not allow your product to go bad. So I am going to show us how to do it. This is my glass beaker, and the number 1 step, I'm going to pour my distilled water in my glass beaker in no particular order. But having said that, preservative is always the last thing. Every other thing is in no particular order. And my distilled water is my foundation. That is my foundation. That is what I am adding, whatever is left is what I am adding into the water. So this is my foundation. And then I am adding the aloe vera juice. I am adding my bamboo extract, which is my additive and is also my functional. I am adding my glycerin, which is also my functional. It functions as a sleep, as an humectant in my product. I'm going ahead and adding that. And then we want to go ahead and make sure that we stir the product very well, just to make sure that your glycerin mixes with your water and your aloe vera juice. And do not forget, once again, it is vegetable glycerin. And then the last but not the least, and the most important of all of this product is the preservative. I'm going to go ahead and put my preservative and go ahead and stir. Initially, you are still going to see the white particles of the preservative, but not to worry. This preservative is water soluble, which means that it dissolves in water. It might not be immediately, but what I normally do is that I set it aside, I allow it to sit for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and by the time you come back to it, you see that everything is clear, all the particles is clear. So I go ahead, I stir this, and then my spray bottle, which is very important. This is what you want to store your detangle spray in. And then I go ahead and I pour it in my spray bottle. And that's it. That's your detangle spray. It is all natural. There's nothing that is synthetic in this. They are all natural products. All natural products. Great for frizzy and dry hair. You shake it together. If you want it to sit, feel free to allow it to sit down to sit, so that all the preservatives can can dissolve, can properly dissolve. This is my mannequin. If you are using it on your hair, you can use it on your dry hair. You can use it on your wet hair. You can use whatever it is that is. You can use it to detangle your hair. And all you want to do is you just want to spray this bottle. Sorry, spray the mannequin, which is that will be your hair. You want to spray it as much as you want. It depends on what the texture of your hair looks like. You want to spray, and most importantly, you want to use a white toothbrush or a white tooth comb. Remember that your hair is kinky, your hair is tangled. You don't want to use like a tiny little comb. You want to use a white toothbrush or a white tooth comb, and you brush. It's a leave-in, and that's it. For those of us that will not have access to preservative, you can do like a minimal detangle spray, something you want to use for 1 or 2 days. My recommendation is that after you finish and you don't have a preservative, just go ahead and put it in the fridge. Without a preservative, your formula also has to be 100%. So when you go down to write your formula without a preservative, also make sure that it's 100%. You can save it in the fridge. If you do not save it in the fridge, this is a breeding ground for bacteria and all kind of mold and yeast and all of that. But I always recommend and advise that you need a preservative. Any product that contains water needs to be properly preserved. And that's all that I have for us today. This is your basic hair detangle that anybody can do at home. I encourage you once again to comment, share this video. This is a great resource. Make sure you subscribe. And most importantly, I want to see you do this and send me comments, send me emails. And at the end of this video, I will put a link to the website of where I bought all of my products and the exact formula that I used in this video. Thank you so much today for joining me. I hope that you will practice this, and I look forward to seeing seeing your email or to hearing from you. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day ahead. God bless you.